Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridgie. How you guys doing? I hope you had a good Christmas. Welcome to Bodoibo TV. So today, guys, I'm sharing with you a rather tragic story. And this story has been building up for people who know about it. I didn't get to know about it until a couple of days ago. This young lady you see in here, her name is Renua Giwa-Amu. That's her name, and she was 26 years old. She is the daughter of a popular Nigerian pastor and lawyer who is called Obafemi Giwa-Amu. Unfortunately, the story is reported that Renua ended things for herself on the 26th of December. That was on Boxing Day. She ended things because she's been through a lot in her life, and the story is rather dark and very, very twisted. I must warn you guys, but it's a really difficult one. But I believe is one of these stories that we really need to share, because there are so many lessons that we can learn from this young woman's experience. As you can see, she was a very beautiful girl, really, really beautiful. She was like a model. She studied at a university in the US. She's an artist, and I've seen some of her work, and her friends have come online to to speak about her, to write about how beautiful her work was, how she was such a good soul. But unfortunately, she had a very sad and tragic life, which sadly ended on the 26th of December, which was on Boxing Day. Now, what happened? As far as I know, she put a post on Facebook around September, and she wrote so many things. It's quite a lengthy write-up where she was calling out her father, her biological father, who is said to be a pastor and a lawyer, and she was calling him out. And what did she say? She said that since he was 7 years old, since he was a child, barely in primary 4, na him papa don dey do kerewa with am. That the father has been having kerewa with her since she was a child, and nobody listened. So she put this post there, and she said, "Crocodile tears, Femi Giwa-Amu." And she said, in case there is any crocodile tears at my funeral, my mother, she put it in quotes, my mother, that she put mother in quote, finally called. I am on my own as usual, but apparently I'm also doing hard drugs, she asked. And I saw a very short video where she was on the phone call with her mom. And it's not even something I can play here because it was really disturbing. She was trying to talk to her mom, but the woman was upset. She was shouting. She was accusing her of being a liar, that all the things she put on Facebook were not true. She was talking about how she's been to therapy and how she's been trying to, be heard. Since she was a child, she's been trying to get her mother to listen. And she said that her own mother too went through, a difficult childhood or something like that, that she had trauma that she didn't deal with. And that's why, she didn't deal with her own trauma or her own sad experiences that she had in her life. And that's why she did not understand or value the therapy that she has been going through. So apparently she did not only have this traumatic childhood whereby she accused her father of, doing all these things to her and other children in his care. She also was reported to have been in a abusive relationship as well. Wow. It's a really sad story, I tell you guys. Only 26 years old. The father, very respected man. And the sad part of this story is that she said, in this post that she's shared everywhere, it's like she's always coming to Facebook to post, and a couple of other places that she shared, some blogs also that spoke about it, where she wrote this very lengthy piece I think she posted it on Facebook initially, where she was talking about everything she's been through since she was a child. Nobody listened. And she said she wanted to be heard, but nobody listened. Nobody believed. Her mom did not believe her. And apparently, now that she's gone, her uncle has come out to deny the allegation. She spoke about her teacher when she was in Corona Primary School, who she told, and she accused the teacher of going to meet her dad and telling her dad, and eventually dating her dad and having a lengthy affair with her dad, and even working with her dad. That's the father there. That's the man she accused there, allegedly. She's saying that this teacher that she told when she was in Corona, and that's a very highbrow school in Lagos, Victoria Island area of Lagos, that the teacher went and told the dad and started dating the dad and even worked for the dad until the teacher was dismissed. She said the father was even making her go in a car to the teacher's house when they were having an affair and all that. She accused the dad of so many things. She said the dad was involved in not only, profiling and, doing kerewa with underage. He was also involved in drug trafficking and so many things, she said. And she said that even as a child, as a child, that she suffered so much that she got pregnant, and even it was God that saved her, that she almost died. So I saw this, and it really made me sad. I saw her pictures, lovely looking young woman. You can see her, beautiful. She's got the body of a model. She's an artist. But the pain that this young lady has been living with. And apparently she wrote on her, before she ended things, she wrote on her Instagram, she said she was going to do it. I don't know, maybe she may have, threatened to do it before, she's attempted to do it before, I don't know. But this time around, she said she was going to do it, and that's why she was telling her family not to share any crocodile tears. She said, don't share any crocodile tears, because at my funeral, I know you guys will come and start sharing crocodile tears. Don't. Particularly, she was referring to her dad. My God. This is really, really heartbreaking. And although I never heard of this young lady and I don't know much about the family, but and all this is an allegation against the father, against the mother, and everyone she mentioned. But as parents, I think there's so many lessons as African parents, as Black parents. I think there are so many lessons that we can learn from this tragic incident. It is rather unfortunate that Renua had to go like this at only 26 years old. She couldn't, the pain, she couldn't live with it anymore. You could tell that, she was under a lot of pain. And in that video, when she was doing that Facebook live, and, her mother was talking to her, you could tell that all she wanted was to be heard. She wanted to be listened to. But her mother was not listening in that video. The mother was shouting that she's lying. She doesn't have time. She was saying that, oh, at 26, I had 2 children. I don't know. I think there's a lot of, bad blood in the family. There's a lot going on that we don't know. We don't have the full picture. I recognize that. But from the pain, from what she said, the allegation she made, I'm wondering, did anybody even bother to investigate, to ask if this is true? Or did they just conclude, or every adult in her life just concluded that she's lying? Why will a 7-year-old just wake up one day and start accusing her own father of things like that? Where will it just come from? Because I know how we are culturally. As Africans, we tend to sweep things under the carpet. We want to believe that, it's the devil that's using the child. We want to believe immediately a child, makes an accusation like this, automatically we say it's a lie. We would rather deny it instead of us acknowledging or listening, even listening. Because with a lot of, when things happen like this, when there's a serious allegation like this, especially against a sibling. And mind you, with a lot of allegations that happen, when it involves career, I can tell you categorically, it's always people that are in the child's life. It's always an adult in the child's life. It's either the parent or a relative or a father or a mother or somebody that has access to a child. It is actually very, very difficult for a stranger, but it's usually people that are in the child's life. So, my people, what lessons can we learn from Renua Giwa-Amu's story as adults and as parents? I think the lessons that we can learn from this is that a lot of African parents were damaged by their own parents. That's the truth. They were so damaged that they too, in turn, damaged their own children, all in the name of raising them. There's a lot of toxic parenting out there that even people in our generation can testify to how their mom, their dad, what they did to them. And the sad thing about it is that for most adults, they expect you to just get on with it and just move on, not to feel like it's anything. They'll say, hey, it's no big deal. It happened to all of us. No, it doesn't make it right. Just because it happened to many people does not make it right. I think it's time for African parents to start owning up to everything that they do. If you do something wrong as an adult and you are teaching your children to be responsible, you too need to take responsibility for it. I'm not coming out here to say that, the accusations are, correct, or the father did it. I wasn't there. This is what this girl has said. And she's been saying it for 26 years. Nobody listened to her. Eventually, she ended up ending things for herself because she couldn't bear the pain anymore. But what I'm saying is that African parents need to recognize the damage they do, all in the name of raising children. Some parents are so toxic, it's unbelievable. The environment that they too were raised is the same way they want to raise their own children. They believe in pain and suffering and, emotional abuse and all that. But for me, I don't know about you, my listeners and my Obodo fam, but for me, personally, as a woman and as a mother, I have decided to do different. I don't want to raise my children the way I was raised. I want to listen. Are you a parent out there? Do you listen to your children? Can they even speak to you? Do they have the confidence to come to you and say, oh, dad, this is what happened today. Mom, this is what happened today. Do you hear them? Or are you the parent that's always driving your children? You drive them like as if they are bingo, always chasing them. When you're coming, they'll be running away. They are afraid of you. They are scared of you. Some African parents, especially fathers, take pride in it that they are coming, their children are fleeing. Because it's the same thing they did when their father was alive. When their father was coming, they will be running. They take pride in it. Why should your children be running away from you if you are a good parent? They should run towards you, not away from you. So children want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be listened to. They want affirmation. They want love. Do you affirm your children? It's only to criticize them all the time. Always complain about them. They never do anything wrong right in your sight. Everything they do is complain and complain. Oh, this is it. Go and see your mates. Go and see your mates. Always comparing. You see, when I look at some African parents, I just laugh. The way they compare their children to say, go and see your mates. Children too can compare their parents to say, you see, no, your mate not Otedola. Is your mate not Dangote? We can compare to and say, you too go and see your mate. If you did so well, why are you in how you are now? No, because it's easy for them to compare. To be telling their children, hey, this is what your mate is doing. This is what. If you are such a good person, or you too did well for your life, you wouldn't be where you are. A lot of parents take their frustration, either their failed life, their failed marriages, or failed relationship, or not getting their shit together. They take it out on their children, and it is wrong. I'm telling you, it's even more dangerous for people like Renua, poor girl, growing up in that environment where father is pastor, so-called pastor. Everybody loves and respects him. Everybody is Daddy Gio. Who is going to believe her? No wonder nobody even took her seriously. They accused her of doing drugs. They accused her of so many things. We need to look at the root of issues. What led to it? If there is no pain, somebody will not go this far. As far as trying to, saying it. She was crying. She was literally crying on social media every day, writing, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Is what he did to me. This is what he did to me. Yet you kept saying she's lying. Why did she not lie about any other person? Why did she not lie against any other stranger out there? Why did she choose her dad to lie against? Parents, let us be very, very careful. I feel really sad about this story, and I pray that poor Renua's soul will rest in peace. But we need to do better. There's so many children out there suffering from mental health because of bad parenting, toxic parenting. We need to really, really do better. We need to check ourselves as parents. Are we doing the right thing? Do we listen to our children? Or we are always judging them, condemning them, not believing them when they tell us something? It is really, really wrong. I'm just going to leave this here today, guys. I don't know if you've heard this story. I decided to share it with you. Leave me your thoughts and your comments in the comment section. And may God help us to do better as parents and as adults to the children and the young ones that are in our care. I'll speak to you guys in my next one. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.